Okay.
Okay, so we've had loads of questions asking us about what type of treatments we do, how we do them, what we're all about, and
The best question was, and I get this all the time. Well, it was more of a statement. You guys don't look like you're in aesthetics.
yes, because we look dishevelled.
We look tired from the 12-hour shifts.
Because we're all still working in the NHS and it's slowly killing us.
Got frizzy hair because then very dark roots because there's no time.
I mean, you don't have children, but you do nights. You've got very young children that literally, man, they're a handful. And I have got teenagers. Oh, you've got teenagers too.
Yay!
Oh, you're the worst one here.
Dogs,
She's.
TA,
Tad has quite a few kids.
unions.
I'm starting to get rid of some of my responsibilities as a parent, and I like to call it passive parenting. You're still full on.
Such a hippie. You were so born in the wrong era.
It's called passive parenting, aka I don't care anymore.
No,
Okay.
I've definitely got a bit like that with the older two, but the three little ones, I say little, they're not that little anymore, but they still need a lot.
But you have to care.
What do you mean? Of course, they're my children.
You have to.
Say on it. Oh dear.
God, I'm starting to feel really worried for the boys.
You get to a certain point and you're like, do you know what? I'm not doing your washing anymore.
No.
You want your washing done? Do it yourself.
No, I'm never at that point.
Oh no. See, I'm a passive parent.
What we also call as lazy parenting.
Yep, and I'm all over that because I currently work 2 jobs and I haven't got time to do anything else for any more men in my life.
I think you could do some volunteering because it's good for the
Absolutely
He's not old enough.
Yeah, 100%. And not only that, but boy mums will know this, there is a massive, massive fight over Nike socks on a daily.
Like I'm the one stealing the Nike socks in my
Right,
house,
okay.
and that's why there's a
So
fight.
my husband also steals my son's Nike socks, and they have now all decided, which is very good form of passive parenting. This is what you do. You get them to think this is their idea. They've now all decided that they're going to do their own washing because they're sick and tired of fighting over their Nike socks, to the point that I've had to stitch in little red bits of thread into one of my son's socks so that he knows they're his. The fight is real. The Nike sock fight is real.
Goodness me.
Okay, so
You need
passive
some more
parenting.
estrogen in your house.
It's never going to happen. I'm basically barren.
You are.
I'm your estrogen.
She's my estrogen. She's like my
Wrong.
I'm like your mother.
Yeah, you're definitely more mature than me mentally.
1000%.
AKA boring.
I am boring. I'm happy with my life choices.
And Lucy has cheese.
My cat cheese.
That's a responsibility.
Yeah, it's my only responsibility and I'm happy about it.
I'm actually genuinely never getting any more pets ever again.
I mean, I'm with you on that, but when I get depressed, I need comfort in my animals.
No. Once my pets are done, they're done.
I'm
Don't
going to get
say
a
that, that's so
tortoise.
sad.
Would you be sad?
Oh.
Do you not like sometimes think, oh, I'd love to go away, but I can't because of cheese?
I mean, cheese isn't a problem, is he?
She.
Right. A stupid name for a cat is even stupider for a girl cat.
It's her full name. Is has she got a show name like Cheesecake?
No. It's just cheese.
Why? Was you hungry?
Ask
You
Ollie.
don't even like cheese.
Huh?
You don't eat cheese.
Do?
Oh,
Where have you got that from? I
In the
love
horse
cheese.
world.
I love cheese.
Oh, and I think even in the dog showing world, you have the pet name and you have the show name.
You do with the horses.
So my horse is called Beckham, but we shorten that to Bex because that's a ridiculous name. I didn't name him. So he's called Bex, but in the show world, he's called Mitcheron Beckham.
There is absolutely no way you're showing that beast. He bites people.
He does.
He's actually passive aggressive like you.
All right.
He technically only bites Tash.
What do you mean? I gave him apples.
That was your problem.
And then he wouldn't come over. He just stood there staring at me like, why are you here? Who are you?
You need to know how to handle this.
I'm not a
boy.
horse person. I'll never be a horse person.
No. Anyway, I digress because that basically summarises our life.
Anywho.
And I don't even know what we were talking about now.
So I think we look like we're not in aesthetics because
Oh,
we
yeah.
kind of focus in natural looking aesthetics.
Regenerative aesthetic.
Generative.
I think there's nothing worse. I watched a program the other week that I can't remember the name of because I have a menopausal brain. And it literally, this girl on there, I genuinely wanted to go in there with about 70 vials of Hyalays and just higher lays
So true.
her face. She was in her 20s and I genuinely think she was an attractive girl,
Bart Simpson.
but she had that look where her cheeks were out here, her jaw was out there, and she looked like her face went like this, cheeks in, out, jaw out.
What's that cartoon?
Betty Boop.
No, it's a,
No.
I can't think of the
Johnny
name.
It's
Bravo.
actually a man, isn't
Johnny
it?
Yeah,
Bravo.
it's a
Johnny
man.
Bravo.
And her lips were so projected, and I just looked at her and I thought, my God, you have completely ruined your face. Because I'm sure, and I think that probably, don't know, Luce, what do the kids think? But when you're in your 20s, there is such, it wasn't the case for me when I was growing up. I didn't even have a mobile phone. That is how old I am. But I certainly didn't have to live my life through TikTok and filters and Instagram and filters. And I think, again, going back to my son's age, he looks at himself, he thinks that his skin's terrible because he's used to looking at filtered
Chat
faces.
filters, yeah.
And I think
That
this girl's
is-
face on camera, she probably looks stunning on camera, as in a picture, but
We all look stunning with a filter. I look stunning with a filter.
with a 3D actual camera on her,
Yeah.
you could see how overfilled she was.
I think this extends from the Katie Price era. You know, when she was in,
Yeah.
and it was, people found it so attractive, and I think like that's
Yeah.
probably the era that I remember most, like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Big, bold features.
Big, bold faces. And, you know, like, I think that's shifted. Like, my daughter's 19 nearly, and her friends, they don't ever talk about treatments like that. Not one time have they ever said, could you do this? Could you do, they don't think
Do you
about
know
that.
what it's on now? It's the glowy, dewy,
glowy,
no
dewy.
makeup look.
Girl next door look.
Girl next door
It's
look.
becoming so popular.
Yeah, that is in right now.
Yeah, I mean, like on some, what's it called? Like TV programs where they're like Towie and things like that. They're not even wearing eyelashes. They don't even have
No.
mascara.
No, it's so,
It's that naked girl look, that
yes,
fair
Yeah.
look.
people love
The bare
it,
minimum.
which is why I think we don't see a lot of under 25s. Not for like enhancing treatments, I don't think.
I think aesthetics is going out in that fashion. I mean, back when you're talking about that time, there was a lot of emphasis on having that sexy kind of almost porn star look
And being perfect in
Yeah,
your
like,
figure and
yeah.
everything.
massive boobs, big bums, tiny waist, big lips.
Do you know what I loved? Do you two watch The Summer I Turned Pretty?
No.
I loved it. I've been watching it for years. Well, the last couple of years it's been a show. And the main character, Belly, she had this beautiful dress on. She's got a beautiful figure. And do you know what? She had some, I don't know, like what I would call rolls, but that's completely the wrong terminology. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, she had some excess skin, and I just thought that's amazing that this is now being shown on TV
Yeah.
because she's got a beautiful body. She's tiny, but she wasn't like perfect, and I just thought that's I love that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Olivia Atwood's covered a lot of this, hasn't she? And I think even so, not necessarily like the porn industry, but what's it called?
I don't really watch porn anymore.
That's a shame.
Genuinely, you can't.
What's it called? OnlyFans.
Oh yeah,
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Does anyone know how you actually
Like
get on that?
The sex in, yeah. I
Like,
don't. I
I
don't.
still
I
can't.
think that's a conversation for today.
I don't.
Just
think-
in case it doesn't work out,
I
I'm
don't-
explore my options.
I don't. I don't know that your husband or your male children would appreciate that,
Not
or even your
like-
female
Not
children.
like that, but like there's no app. There's no like it's not online. I was trying to say to I think I
Oh,
was
you want to watch it?
No, you can't search it in the UK anymore.
Why?
No, I was having this conversation. I'm sure you were there.
Have you tried?
Because I was with I was with somebody and they were telling me that there's so many restrictions now, and I was like, well, that's great. And I tried it and I was like, oh, it doesn't exist.
And the sex industry's been a massive drive, isn't it, in the way that aesthetics looks. But so what we do in clinic, and something that I think we pride ourselves in, is like I have had numerous women, probably in their 50s or their 60s. I'll never forget the first time I had this. It was when I was not long starting out, and I had a woman that came to me, and she said, "I don't know what you can do, but do something to make me feel better about her wedding."
Oh, that's sad.
And do you know what? She was a very attractive older lady. She was, I think she was like mid 60s. Very,
Was it her second wedding?
no. It was her daughter's wedding.
Oh, sorry, I thought she was getting married.
No, it was her daughter's wedding, and she said, "I just don't want to look like this." And she was a very attractive older woman, but she just said, "I hate looking in the mirror. I hate it. And I can't stand the thought of going to my daughter's wedding and I'm not going to be smiling properly in the pictures because I'm so self-conscious of how I look." So we made a little plan for her, and it wasn't even that much. It was small, tiny little tweaks here and there. None of her sort of network knew that she obviously had
Yeah.
aesthetics. They just made comments. And then when I saw her for a review, like a few months down the line, she actually cried. This is pre the wedding. And she said, "I cannot believe that the smallest things have made such a
Mhm.
difference. I actually genuinely love having a look in the mirror now. I'm so ready to go to my daughter's wedding. Not one person has accused me of having aesthetics. All they've said is, 'Oh my God, you look really well. What have you had done?'" And that was my moment that I thought, this is where I'm heading on this journey. It's not
Mhm.
about massive lips, massive cheeks, or I mean, I didn't like that anyway. But seeing that, suppose it relates to kind of like nursing and medical career again,
Yeah.
because you're there to help people.
Yeah.
And that is in my nature to want to help people. So doing something where, and I mean, you've heard it where people go, "Oh my God, that's so amazing. I love X, Y, or Z," or "That's not bothering me anymore," or "I'm so glad I don't look tired anymore."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's been an increase in the culture in the UK, I suppose, where people are like, you must love your body, you must love everything about you, you shouldn't change. And that is so correct in terms of you should feel confident. But if you don't, for whatever reason, there is absolutely nothing wrong with changing that at all. I didn't feel confident with my weight when I was 18 plus stone. I
Mm.
hated it. I hated photos. I hated going anywhere. So I changed myself. I changed,
Your
I lost weight.
mindset.
Yeah, I changed how I looked and now I feel great. I've still got weight to lose, but I feel absolutely amazing now. And that gives you a certain level of confidence. I would never have gone into aesthetics, absolutely ever. Like I just wouldn't have done it because I wouldn't have felt like I was good enough
Like you,
to do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And maybe we shouldn't have those feelings, but every single person does.
And I think you're right. I think it's now gone a little bit too far the
It's
other
gone
way,
too far.
where, and I thought this genuinely this morning. I saw somebody on Instagram, and I'm all for celebrating bodies, and people should look how they want to look.
Mhm.
There is no perfection of what somebody
Absolutely
should
not.
look like. But this person actually was obese.
Yeah.
And with obesity comes health issues.
Mhm.
And it's almost like we're celebrating obesity because we don't want to body shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no one's saying, oh my God, you should absolutely, like, I'm still classed as obese. Like, if you look at people's BMI and things like that, but there's a level of obese and then there's a level of morbidly obese.
Well, I looked at this girl and I thought, do you know what? Hats off to you.
Yeah,
100%
1000% you have your body confidence.
love your body. Your
Yes.
body is your body. And I absolutely commend her for having confidence about being able to exhibit
Yeah.
herself in that way.
And I love seeing
However,
women wear, no matter what their size, I love seeing them and wear,
yeah,
and men
fashion.
wear their clothes and like
Yeah.
wear
Yeah.
swimsuits and things. And I think, God, you're absolutely amazing because I wouldn't have been able to do that, but I think you're amazing that you can do that.
They should understand the impact that is going to
Yes.
have for their future.
We have to remember
Know the
that.
risks.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did look at her and I thought, all I can see is diabetes.
Yeah. And you've got your cardiac experience as well.
Yeah,
And
heart disease,
Yeah.
diabetes. And I'm
Yeah.
looking from a health
Cholesterol.
perspective, and I am 1,000,000% up for women celebrating their bodies, but I think we need to moderate it and meet somewhere in the middle where we're talking about healthy
Yes.
bodies.
Yeah.
Because
You don't have to be stick thing with a six pack or anything like that,
Not also
It's never going to be me.
either, isn't
No.
it?
when,
Realistic.
when I did work in cardiology, I used to refer to some people as the skinny fat people.
Yes.
I mean, you can be slim and internally
Yeah.
have like high cholesterol.
Yeah.
Your arteries can be
Mhm.
riddled with disease. Like you can get, yeah, you can get skinny fat people. The kind of smokers that sit there and they're all like, like this. They're not healthy either.
Yeah.
There's celebrating bodies, but celebrating it in a healthy way. And I equally think there's a way to celebrate aesthetics. And
In a healthy way.
I don't know if you mind me saying, Lucy, but you've had struggles with your skin and things to manage your skin.
Yeah.
And we haven't gone extreme or done things to extreme to like rip the layers of skin off. We've done things in a way to try and help with your
Yeah.
confidence, with your skin.
Yeah, definitely.
100%. Yeah. It's been hard, It's really never really had that bad acne until I probably hit 22.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it was like, hey, you're an adult now, you've got a mortgage, here's some acne. And
So true.
it's honestly awful, like cystic acne, and it really got me down for a long time. But I think even though I'm still struggling with it now, I'm at the point where it doesn't bother me as
Yeah.
much now. I've learned to love my skin no matter what, regardless, because I've tried changing my diet. It's not my diet. Yes, I wear makeup, but I do a full double cleanse every night, make sure my skincare is perfect.
You're really good with your skincare.
But I think that's the message, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not about that Lucy needs to hide away because of her skin.
Mhm.
She open like you would never know that you get down about your skin or
No,
that you're
never.
bothered because
Yeah.
you come out, you carry on life, you do life, you
Yeah.
live your life to the best. You don't let your skin stop you, but you are aware that it's something that needs treating
Yeah.
because it hurts and
Because it
because it's
hurts.
sore and because
Yeah.
of
Acne is so painful.
It's like imagine being punched in the
Mhm.
face like every day of your life.
I started getting cystic acne about, when was COVID? How old am I now?
2020.
Yeah, about like just as I hit 30.
COVID triggered it for me wearing the mask.
100%. And it just, and like I would just get, I used to
Maskne.
get boils.
Mm.
Yeah, maskne. I'd get the
Maskne.
boils and then that was it. And the pain. And like you can't do anything with them because they're
You
cystic.
can't squeeze them.
No. And I'd gone from having perfect skin, never having really a spot my whole teens, 20s.
Yeah.
And I hit 30 and everything just went really downhill really quickly.
I mean, I've been fortunate that I've never ever had acne or spots, but during COVID, that maskne all under my chin, I do not know how
How did we
people
do that?
but just how people actually get up every day and continue with acne because it is so bloody painful.
So it is painful.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got lots. Like do you remember when you first came to clinic and yours had, and I never had noticed it, but it was only when we started doing treatments. Oh my God, and the way you used to leave because we did so many. Like that, them treatments were quite intense, weren't they? And then you'd leave all red, and then the next day you'd be like, look at my face, I'm glowing.
Yeah, that's it. And but that's the feeling. Like I'd go and like hide away that night, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see this bright red face.
Irritated everything.
But then like the next day I was like glowing. And then actually there's a video on Tasha's Instagram and mine actually. And it really shows the improvement. And like, yes, we've gone back a couple of steps and then we've moved forward a couple of steps, and it's been like that for a few months. But
I think that's the same with anything though, isn't it?
yeah, it's about, I mean, annoyingly, now that I do aesthetics, you don't have time to look after yourself. So
You're also not treated the same. You're like, quick, get on the bed, I've got 10 minutes, let's go, go,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I don't give you any fluff.
Don't.
There's no
No.
fluff.
it's like boom, boom, done. And then, yeah.
And actually, I am certainly one of the last people to get treated because I'm normally treating you two.
That's factual.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is quite true.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's been about 12 years since I had a microneedling session.
Do you remember when I first started coming to you and I was like, I want to be frozen? And you was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. This was when I hit 30. This was like, yeah, like I was 30 and then I was like, yeah, I'm done. I look awful. I'm haggard. Give me some Botox. And she was like, yeah, no.
So I definitely think that there is a phase in your life, and I have heard it since, but I swear to God, I created this phrase, the quarter life crisis, because
I feel like for me, that is my midlife crisis.
so yeah, the quarter life crisis. I think that definitely exists. I have been through a quarter life crisis and a
I mean,
midlife crisis.
yeah.
My 20s, I mean, Jesus, I didn't even care about aesthetics in my 20s. Do 20-year-olds care about aesthetics now? I would imagine that they do.
Yeah,
It's not my main clientele base, but
it's mine.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they want the regenerative
Yeah, that one.
Regenerative treatment.
regenerative treatments,
And
the
prevention.
glowy dewy skin and the prevention, and like the subtle treatments like, oh, you've had really tiny lips for a long time, maybe you want a little bit of a plump, or potentially a little bit of balance, but it's not like your clientele is more repairing the scaffolding, whereas mine is just add in some tiny little touches here and there.
Yeah, and then you've got like your 30s, mid-30s, where you're starting to notice
Yeah,
changes.
I think definitely, and that's for men and women. That's when we start to
Yeah.
see the men come in for the things. And I would say the most popular treatment I do is under eye darkness, so polynucleotides. That's
Yeah.
the most complaints that I have.
Mhm.
And then I think you're getting you're kind of on like a double whammy. You're getting the mums that are coming out of their young kid mum era, and you're getting the women before they start their mum era. So you're kind of in a little bit of a different, the situation there with
Yeah.
like women and children and that kind of things. And I think when you're edging out of having the young children mum era, you find yourself again.
Yeah.
I had 3 children like under 18 months and that kind of thing. And then I found myself when they were like, they all went to school. I was like, I'm me again. And you can
Time to
start
look
making
after
time for
myself.
yourself again because we fail at that. Same with men as well, that they kind of get through their 20s, and then they get to their 30s and think,
Yeah, see, I think my demographic, like I certainly feel it. All of a sudden, you're in your mid-40s or, maybe 50s, and you've grown your kids up, you've done all this, and all of a sudden you look in the mirror and you think, what the hell
what has happened here?
happened to my face? Like, what the hell?
Where has the time gone?
1 minute ago, I look like
Wow,
Lucy,
wow.
and now I'm where's it gone? So many women say that to me. They come in and they might even be older, they might be 60 something, but they're like, I just don't know where my face has gone. I
Yeah.
don't recognize myself anymore. And so in your 20s, you've got kind of regenerative and preventative.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of clients that are in their sort of mid-20s that might have a little bit of Botox just to prevent deep lines. Then you've got your 30s where you're probably starting to notice that there are changes structurally to your face.
Massively.
And so it might be the odd tweak. And then you've got people 40s and above where it's all just too late.
Well, let's talk about the Monjaro situation though.
I'd like to say it's not too late. We can always do something because it's never too late to restore a face. But it just feels like you look in the mirror and you're just like, damn.
So true. So like in most normally before the weight loss situation in the country happened and Monjaro's like everyone's on, you got to the 40s and you started talking about your scaffolding and everything and you're keeping your face up like what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now we see everyone like in my NHS job the other day, I saw 6 patients in a row who were on Monjaro. Like
Yeah,
everybody
that's
is on Monjaro. I'm on Monjaro. Everyone's on it. And then you're seeing these people like the Ozempic face, but it's Monjaro face, and they look almost like they get into the Scream mask because everything
Well, because you're
is
fat,
gone
you lose fat.
from your face, not anywhere else, as you can see on me. Like
No, come on.
Yeah.
you lose it, like your face and your shoulders, and then you're still left with your bum and your belly.
Everyone wants a bum.
No one wants a bum like mine, hun. Bum like mine. But then you're left, and we see so many people
Well,
inquiries.
when you're Lucy's age and you've got Lucy's lovely scaffolding, the
Beautiful.
bones are all in the right place, the fat pads are all in the right place. But if you're on Monjaro and you're 35 plus, soz,
Oh, that hurt.
she's only just 35 plus.
Just.
Hold on,
Oh, that broke me a little bit.
hold on. We need this.
I had to pick another
35 plus. When you get 35 plus, your bone reabsorption starts, and that basically means that you start to lose bone structure. So not only are you losing your bone structure because of age,
Yeah.
and the depletion of estrogen, just another little thing to
Oh
chuck in
yeah,
there.
I've definitely got some like lack of estrogen mood swings going
A
on.
woman is like Christmas.
Actually awful.
You get a little treat every time you go under the tree.
You know how they're teaching
Men will
sex
never
education?
understand.
No, men don't understand.
As much as you will say you understand, you don't.
I'm not going to go on an anti-man rampage here
Oh,
because
No.
she likes her husband this week.
no, not only that.
Estrogen, so he's okay. This
Yeah,
week.
I'm alright. It's all good. And my sons aren't really irritating me either. They're quite normal and human at the
You've had
moment.
quite a good week then.
I know. Okay.
We've got 2 days left.
Yeah.
Can't bear them. We are going into the weekend. But what I'm saying is, you've got like a double whammy if you're on Monjaro and you are in your 30s or 40s or 50s because your bone is reabsorbing, your fat pads are atrophying anyway because you're getting older, so they start to slip and slide and not be as plump. And then you add Monjaro on top.
Oh, It
Like,
is, yeah.
there are some seriously
I mean, how long have I been saying? So I've over the last 3 years, I've lost around 6 stone. No, that sounds like a lot. 5 stone, 5, 6 stone in the last 3 years. And how long have I been saying to you about my cheeks?
ages, and I wouldn't do them.
She's like, I'm not doing them because you know, near your goal. I'm still 2 stone off my goal, but I think that's going to be a slow process now. Like, I'm not hardcore hitting it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like happier. And I just felt so uncomfortable with how my face
You
was
felt
looking.
gaunt.
I didn't. I'd say to people, I feel gaunt, and they're like, "Yeah, you need to look at what gaunt means because you're not gaunt." I felt it. Like I felt like I didn't have a cheek.
I thought gaunt was a good word for it.
Yeah, it is, but it's not because like I definitely didn't look gaunt. The screen mask.
Cachexic.
I've never looked cachexic in my whole life, not one time. I even think when I'm dead, I won't look cachexic. Had big bones.
Anywho,
Oh.
But yes, the aim of the game with Emerge is either in your 20s, you're looking at prevention,
Yeah.
which doesn't look fake because preventional things can be things like, I don't know, what's the most, microneedling, polynucleotides.
yeah, microneedling polynucleotides, and then Botox, obviously, in small amounts. I think. Like, I hate the trend baby Botox because it's not a thing. It's not real.
It's just tiny doses.
It's just smaller doses of Botox.
Going viral at the minute.
Baby Botox, there's no such thing. It's just a word for saying you're having less units put in your face, basically.
Yeah.
Which is great for people in their 20s,
Just having
don't
smaller
get me
doses,
wrong.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's just small
you're
doses.
still getting the same as everyone else.
And then you got your 30s where we start to look at structures. So have you lost some cheek volume? Have you lost some jaw volume? Again, Botox, regenerative stuff. So under eyes are a big thing.
Under eyes are massive.
Tiredness kills in your 30s. Like if you've got
Yeah.
young kids, you're getting up at the crack of dawn, you're not sleeping most nights. Like it's hard. You're gonna look tired. So there's a lot of, again, regenerative stuff for under eyes. And then when you get into your 40s, it's more or less just trying to fix it.
It's a band-aid.
Just trying to fix it.
Chin the pieces up.
No, we like when I see your clients coming in who are all like over 40 in their 50s, etc. I mean, I just think they look amazing.
Well,
They do.
I have recently tended to move away from fillers as
Yeah.
such. There is a place for fillers, and there's a certain, like, I prefer fillers for like cheeks and things like that, but there's a lot more of my clients opting for biostimulatory treatments, things like Radiesse or Sculptra, which is obviously, it's a cohesive kind of gel that goes under the skin, and you'll see immediate results with Radiesse. You could, jawlines, absolutely amazing. If you use it hyper dilute, it's so good for accordion lines, and skin laxity is by far like one of my most favorite treatments at the moment. And what draws my clients to that is because it's a biostimulator, and
Yep.
biostimulators mean that it's producing your own collagen and your own elastin, which is what we lose from your age onwards. You're okay.
I'm all right for now, guys.
For now,
For now.
you just wait.
Hold on. I feel like this deserves one of these.
Anywho,
Oh goodness me.
yeah, if anyone's got any questions, do let us know. We'd love to tell you about it next week.
Or any point of view, like anything really. I mean, yeah, do you love, loathe, despise, think it's fantastic? Do you think people should stop having aesthetics and just go for a facelift? Like whatever you think.
Are you a man who doesn't want their wife or partner to have any
That's
treatments?
a very interesting one.
I'd love to know.
We
I
want to
hear
know.
that so much.
So do I. Is it just a lie? Like, are women, do they not want to tell us they don't want the treatment? Or are men actually going, no, you're not having it?
No, I know women that have got a secret squirrel fund.
I see, we need to know about this. We need to know.
Yeah.
And also, I need the solution to the Nike sock drama. How do I deal with boys and Nike socks?
You get an apartment on the river on your own.
Send Emma a DM at Emerge
Slip into her DM.
I've got your Nike sock query sorted. Love it. Anyway, thanks very much for listening.
and watching.